Hello beautiful, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this video. We are gonna dive into the new, I think it's called Alma Viva? One of the two by Kaleidos. They released a new collection and we're gonna dive into it. And I will say, without having even swatched it, without having even tried it, I am a little apprehensive about this collection, and we'll talk about that as well in just a little bit. If you haven't been here before, maybe you do not know that I love Kaleidos. This is the big box that it came in. Look at how beautiful this is. Like this, I have all the the unicorns in here, and there's a mirror. Like, that was loud. I'm sorry. This is a beautiful box. I don't even like pink, but like this is stunning, like a keepsake box. There's also like a mirror in this collection, like a very nice mirror. There are four. I use the word different very loosely. There are 4 blushes and there are 7 new lip glosses. And this formula is brand new. The lip gloss is going to be $16 each. The blushes are going to be $18 each. And there are 2 different quads and those are going to be $22 each. If I'm not totally mistaken, I think this is dropping on the 17th or the 18th. One of the two. I will put all the info down in the description box. I love Kaleidos. I've done a palette with Kaleidos and I did a collab back in 2021, I think. We did the Club Nebula palette. It's my baby. I love it. And since then, I will say, they have taken a little bit of a different turn with their aesthetics because they've gone more into a neutral route. This is the new Venus Trap quad, and it is very similar to the one that was called, I think, Cold Brew. This one, yeah, this one is brown and this one is more cool tone taupe. And there is another one that came out as well in that collection, the one that is like a black and gray. It looks like this. They're very similar. You can see this one is just a little bit more brown, but they're so incredibly similar. And then this one that's coming out, that is the Twilight Rush. It is a little bit more purpley, but it is so similar to this other one that came out. Not that one. I'm all over the place. This one. It is, I don't remember what this one is called, but it was the collection that had this kind of packaging. Like, they are so similar. I'm actually going to show you all of the 4 quads here together. They're not dupes, but they're definitely close enough so that I really don't... And I say this as a person who doesn't wear a lot of neutrals, but I'm like, did we need to have quads that are this similar? I don't know if we did. Like, they're not dupes, but they're not like that different either. And they also did come out with a more bright purpley one. I like this one the most because I like colorful eyeshadows. That's just my, if you saw if you saw the Club Nebula, you know. But let me show you swatches of the new quads. There's nothing like wrong with the color stories. I'm just surprised that they're coming out with another neutral collection. And then we're getting into the blushes. They have released like single blushes from before. Pretty sure these are $18 each. And the ones that they released before were more poppy, more colorful. I would say light medium. I did go to Barton Springs yesterday and I think I am a little red. Just a little bit. And right now I'm actually wearing the Juvia's Place Giza foundation, which is like a light medium foundation. I am white, I am Swedish, but I do tan quite easily, so right now I am a light medium. But I don't know, like, these blushes, like, that's lighter than me. That's not a blush on me. This is Angel Wings. I could use this as an under eye setting powder, and I'm white, so it's very light. And there's nothing wrong with having a light blush, but this one is also very light. And again, this is pale rose, and yes, she is pale. So here comes the problem. The other 2 blushes, they're also very pale, and these are like the same almost. This one is called Pearl Bliss. I might be able to get this one to work. I'll try. And this one is Hot Shot, and this is like my skin tone. That's my skin tone. We're gonna try this Pearl Bliss. I'll try and see if I can show you some swatches. Honestly, I'm guessing that these are gonna look very similar on my skin tone, but I really think they dropped the ball on this like blush collection. I understand them thinking that, oh, but we have blushes in the other collection and all of those blushes work on me. Even when I have the most of a tan, all of those blushes work on me. This is a sheer blush formula that has a more, you can build them up, but still these are all very pale, and it's totally fine to want to release a pale blush, but when you release 4 different blushes and none of them will fit anyone with even like a drop of melanin in your skin, it's not a good look. And I love Kaleidos, but I have to be honest and say that I am very disappointed to see that these are the 2 darkest blushes out of a collection of 4 new blushes. Because like these lighter shades, where am I going with this? Like where am I going with this blush? Nowhere. Like this is not a blush on me. So I really think these 2 look, let's be honest, identical. Like they look so similar. I think they should have made both of these more vivid, a darker brown, maybe a darker brownie, like a mauve, something that like, I don't know, cherry chocolate, just something to fit the color story, because I see what you're trying to do here. It's like mauve nudes, like I get it, but like this isn't it. I don't like that. But with that being said, we are gonna see if we can apply some of this on my cheeks. I think I might do a natural bristle brush to just give this the best chance. Well, there's a little bit there. Yeah, there's a little bit there, but like, yeah, this is the darkest shade. And yes, I do have a tan right now, but still, I have a tan, but like, I'm not even a medium. So yeah, I do feel like this formula is so beautiful, but these colors are a miss. And I honestly think that they should question who do they need to bring in on the team to help them with like decisions, because somewhere someone should have said, hey, are we really sure that these are the blush shades that we want to release? I mean, it looks okay. It is a pretty blush. I do actually like that color, and I'm sure I'm gonna actually keep that one. But I also am like, it's a little awkward. I'm gonna use a little bit of the highlighter by Iconic London. I am in the process of reviewing this one. I'm just gonna do this, honestly. And I'm just gonna put a little bit on, and then we can zoom in and we can do the eyeshadow. So I'm only gonna do one eye look, and I mean, this purple does look very promising, especially with that black. But I actually really like how the shimmer looks in this one, because it looks almost like a taupey silver. Like it's not a silver, it's like almost a beige, but it looks, yeah, I don't know. So I think I'm gonna start, what am I gonna start with? I think I'm gonna start with this one, the dark purple. I have decided. I'm gonna do an EO2 if I can find it. And I'm gonna put that out here. And I think I'm gonna use that black one as well. That looks really cute. There is a little bit of fallout, but that could be me as well, just putting too much on my brush. I think I'm gonna keep it like that. And now with an EO4, I'm gonna do this lighter one. And I am gonna put that in the inner part of the crease. And I'm not blending, I'm just more pushing it in. I think I'm gonna use the same colors under my eyes too. So I used a little bit of this one on the lower lash line, like the dark black. It has almost like a little sparkle in it. So I thought maybe we can use a little bit in the outer corner as well before we go in with the shimmer, just to see if we can, yeah, definitely make it even darker. Kaleidos is known for being able to make a dark, like a black, or even like just a dark shadow amazing. And this seems to be no exception. That is really pretty. I do think I'm gonna add a little bit of maybe white or something in my inner corner, or maybe, you know what I can use? I can use those liners, because they had some like multi-chrome and like metallic liners, and I think they had like a lavender metallic liner. Did they not? Am I dreaming? Let me go look. Okay, so what I found was this one that was a light blue. Is that close enough? I think we're gonna be using this one, honestly, and I'm gonna use that afterwards because I want to. And obviously I could be using the purple shimmer, obviously, but where's the fun in that? So we're gonna be using the other one instead, and I am gonna be using with a brush, if I can clean my EO1 off a little bit, and I am gonna be spraying it. Ooh, I am gonna be spraying it because I want this to be as opaque as possible, and I also want as little fallout as possible. So I'm gonna put this, that is really pretty. I'm gonna put this on basically the entirety of the lid. Well, not out here where I put the black, so maybe the inner 2/3. And I'm not being too thorough when I'm getting to here. I'm just bumping on some extra sparkles. But that does look very, very cute. There's a little fallout, but it's not the end of the world. So we're gonna use a little bit of this one now. I'll put the name of it down below, and I think we're gonna do around my inner corner. And in my waterline, and just a little bit on the upper lid. So it just wraps around a little bit like that. Let me actually just finish this eye look up, and we can jump into the glosses, because I want to find a way to like swatch all of them. Okay, so this is the look once it's done, and I do really like how the look is looking. My hair is all over the place, but let's ignore that. But I want to put on a lip gloss, and since this is a very cool toned look today, should I like just... So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put on this gloss. It is called Last Smoke, and on the side of me, while I'm putting this one on, I'll just put some kind of a swatch video, because I'm gonna swatch all of these afterwards and do something for Instagram, but you can see it here on the side. It doesn't smell like anything. There's like a small doe foot, but it's not, it doesn't seem too slim. Oh, it's actually really nice, almost like a little curved doe foot. It's like it has a little divot in it that keeps like some extra product. That's nice. It definitely can go on sheerly, but I saw the swatches on the website, or like the swatch on the Instagram, that they put on more to make it more shiny. So this is me just putting a little bit more on, and I actually really, really like it. It's very cushiony, and it feels very nice and plushy on the lips. Not sticky at all. I'm not 100% sure about the longevity, because sometimes when glosses are a little bit more watery, a little bit more balmy, sometimes they lack a little bit in longevity, but I will let you know more about that once I've been able to try them out a little bit more. But I will say easily, this is my favorite part of the collection. Is the component a little phallic? Yes, that was definitely where my mind went, and I don't know if that's a me problem or if it's, I don't know, but I do love the packaging. The packaging is stunning, and there's nothing wrong with being a little phallic. Like, it looks beautiful. This is a beautiful component. It is stunning. Just pulling this out of your bag, keeping this in your collection, it is stunning. There are a couple of, like, you saw some sparkly shades here as well. And I think this is just the relaunch of the Kaleidos lip glosses that they used to have from before. And I'm really hoping that they will bring back the lip stains that they had, because those lip stains were beautiful. Please, Kaleidos, we need to bring back the lip stains. I literally wore one of those lip stains to my wedding. That's how much I love those, so I would love to see those back. Please bring those back. But yeah, I do really love the gloss. I think that is my favorite thing in this whole collection. That one is absolutely stunning, and I love how all of this looks, for sure. But the blushes are a big disappointment, and I really do think they dropped the ball with that one. And I really it surprises me in 2023 that a brand would not take a step back, look at that and be like, maybe this isn't it. The quads are cute, but like we've already seen these quads. They're so similar to what they had before. In a way, I kind of think they should have just released the glosses. Because this is beautiful. I love the gloss. And I hope this video was helpful. I hope you didn't think that this video was too negative. You know how much I love Kaleidos. It's hard for me to be excited about the blushes and the eyeshadows for, I think, obvious reasons, but the glosses are beautiful. I hope you're having a great day. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you again tomorrow. I'm gonna have a full face of trying new makeup, and I have some really fun, cute makeup to try out. Bye!